Hi everyone, my name is Kim, and today I will present the final category related to team effectiveness. Is team process that includes 8 major factors: member commitment to a common purpose and plan, the establishment of specific team goals, team efficiency, team identity, team cohesion, mental models, a managed level of conflict, and minimizing social loafing. So, we go to the first slide. Working groups become effective when they start making common plans and purpose. The first benefit is that the team is aware of the goal and individuals know what they need to do to accomplish it. Moreover, in order to accomplish the task, employees need to arrange time accordingly to facilitate discussion. From there, the potential irrational issues can be overcome through the selections of topics and the unifying of opinions to create common target that belongs to both collectively and individually. Since the members has a common purpose, they will put their enthusiasm into the work, listen the instructions from the leader, and be satisfied with the amount of work assigned. This factor can help manager identify and evaluate the ability of a team to work well or not. The failure of target may stem from many problems, such as not completing the original plan assigned, like the employee do not pay attention into the work and they just do it sparingly and get it done quickly to be free, or maybe from perfectly executing the wrong plan so that it shows the capacity of staff is not good and needs to be released. In addition, the reflexes are evidenced through highly effective work groups because showing the ability to adapt to the change of the condition environment, and moreover to change themselves to be able to integrate and solve the problems in the best way. It also have the team not to be late for deadline, and they can adjust their plan quickly to meet changing conditions. Like the example is that the majority of international university students have to do assignment that is considered a fairly common occurrence in most subjects. Therefore, in order to achieve a successful assignment and high score, the team member must work hard together. The first is always the choice of topic, giving personal opinion and discuss to choose the appropriate one. Thanks to that, the member will not have any controversies after reaching the proposals. Therefore, the leader will be easy to divide the workload equally for each member, and they will try to complete together on time with a teacher. The next is specific goals, like a motivational theory of goal setting. It is an effective tool that provides clarity, focusing, and especially which helps us to see the situation from perspective of the fact that a group must translate the common goals into specific goals. that are achievable, measurable. These goals make it easy for individuals to understand the meaning so that they can identify the right directions for actions and produce the beneficial result. As which individual goals, the goals of group should be challenging and motivate. It can also improve accessibility to them by encouraging you to set goals and set deadlines. Specific goals are also easily used by anyone, anywhere, without the need of a specialized tool or training. So I will give you two examples to make clear the specific goals. The first is the success of iPhone X showed us the efficiency in setting goals of the company. The Apple working group showed that they have to turn the challenge and targets into the specific goals to make their employees easily to understand. And after that, the production team, the planning team, the market analysis team together created a specific goals line, making the actual planning, currently measuring the past situation, or giving the impressive advertisements to customer. There is also familiar example and close to the girl that is keep it. Many girls create the group are formed based on the way last for events like Christmas, Valentine's Day, or the New Year. This is a difficult goal, so most girls will analyze the goals as determining where to reduce on the body so that they can choose appropriate sport like yoga, climbing, dance cardio, and along with healthy diet like keto, low carb. The following sectors is team efficiency. That means team needs to be feel like they are accomplishing something, and most of the time they truly believe that they will achieve result. This concept is called team efficiency. Such success breeds success, and teams that have been successful in the past want more of that same success for the future jobs. Manager can have team efficiency by setting up the team to achieve small successes along the way to their large goals and provide training to ensure that team members are growing their skills. Like for instance, have a scientific research program and your group participate in one day of interview in addition to the theory and the product that the group has carefully prepared. The confident and positive attitude also contribute significantly to have not only yourself but the whole group will be more motivated to present and impress the interviewer. Moreover, confidence is also the key to be to have the members can express their talent and knowledge about the result. From there, the group will achieve success when the organizers accept and allow your research in the practical application for human in real life. The following factors is team identity, which refer to a phenomena of individual team members who feel positive attitude towards and identify with their team. When team members achieve team identity, they put the needs of the team before their own. The next factors is about the team cohesion, which mean the degrees of closeness that individuals feel within team, the force that brings group members together can either be positive or negative. The main factor that determine team cohesion are the similarity between members' interests, group size, shared successes, and the threat of external competitors. There are different ways of improving team cohesion, such as empowering group members, resolving disputes, and valuing varied distribution method. I will give you an example of combination team identity and team cohesion. So, image you are a captain of a hostage rescue mission at a rob bank. So, it is imperative that your team act insert, and there will be no aid from organizations. Team identity is reflected in the courageous spirit of the optimistic soldiers willing to sacrifice for the noble purpose. In addition, the team cohesion also show the confidence and the belief of the soldiers placed in the captain, who will lead and plan for the team to act. So now we move to the next is mental models, which is the one of the key elements that make up an effective team environment. It contributes to creating a common model for a whole group and whereby labor productivity achieves good result. A team with a positive mental model will bring a lot of contributions and comfort at work. Besides, there will be negative sides that showing a group with a negative moral spirit, which cause affected members to create mental tensions. So I will give you an example of marketing. So when a sales came to market, potential customer did not have any concept of the software operating in the cloud. At that time, they mean a customer expected to buy box, CDs, DVDs for installations on their computers. So sales understood they have to shift people's thinking. They had to change the mental models in the buyer's mind. That's why many companies run no software advertisement. After that, the customer they will understand the benefit of using the cloud will be more convenient and economical than the other way. And so now we move to conflict level. It is difficult to define because it occurs in many different settings. The essence of conflict seems to be disagreement, contradiction, or incompatibility. Therefore, conflict refers to any situation in which there are incompatible goals, condition, or emotion within or between individuals or groups that lead to interaction. The definition recognizes two basic types of conflicts. The first is relationship conflict based on interpersonal incompatibility, tension, and animosity towards others are always almost dysfunctional. Task conflict can stimulate discussion, promote critical assessment of problems and options, and also lead to better team decision. Effective teams resolve conflict by explicitly discussing the issues, whereas ineffective teams had conflict focused more on personalities and the way things were said. The following I will give two examples for two types of conflict. The first is about the relationship conflict. There are times when people simply don't get along. The larger workforce, the more opportunity there are for relationship conflict to rise. There are conflicts that happen because of misunderstanding, miscommunication to other people. An example of cultures of discrimination between men and women. A subordinate man who refused the instruction and demand of the leader female because of federal way of thinking that women are not worthy of being run or hold important positions. The next example is about task conflict. The team leader felt that the rate of sales profit was falling. Therefore, he proposed that who have the sale for at least 3 consecutive months will get a salary reduction. After the announcement, healthy competitions take place in the sales team and have the member of each group discussion issue and come up with solution to have improved the sales. Last but not least, we move to the last part. Is social loafing. The concept of social loafing has to do with certain individuals in a group putting in less effort than they could if they were working alone. While it seems a natural assumption that people working in a group combining their skills and reduce the overall durations of the production process could be more efficient than individual-oriented task performance. People appear to feel less compelled to put in the optimum effort when they are working in a group. The expected level of performance is not reached because the members of the group are likely to let their partner carry the responsibility of working harder to make up for any failure on their own part. Social loafing has to be distinguished from failures of the group to perform at expected levels because of internal issues of coordination and communications. Social loafing occurs due to failure on the part of individual worker, not any failure on the part of the collective. It has to do with members of the group feeling less pressure to perform because there are others to share the burden. This viewpoint is likely to breed resentment within a group and reduce overall performance even more. Therefore, a successful team minimizes a social loafing. Team members in successful groups understand the effects of social loafing and hold themselves accountable for a certain level of productivity. Successful teams make team members individually and mutually accountable for the team goals, and members of this team are clear on those expectations. As an example of social loafing, I have 3 people who has restaurant employees, construction workers, and students. So we go to the first construction worker. In a day, when everyone is focused to complete the building, besides due to the absence of manager or supervisors, some people would like to take a rest than work. This makes the construction as well as efficiency reduced. As for the restaurant employees, when I know that it's happened very common in normal life, like when this restaurant has a small roof of customer coming and eating, so not most of waiters work together. There will be a few lasered and they want to sit down and just only surfing the web. So it make the customer uh, feel dissatisfied about the service attitude there. And finally, as a student, we know that teamwork will become more frequent once you start in college. But social loafing is a big problem that hinders group activities. When one or several members depend on other active friends and become distracted by the work. Therefore, teachers often give the roof leader a report on the roof activities to make sure the score will be fair to everyone. So I finished my part. Thank you.